All right, we are back with another pick'em video. Going to be going over the NBA in-season tournament championship tonight. Obviously, only one game, so not like ridiculous value on the board, but kind of break down the game, how I think it's going to go, and then give you guys 2 picks on PrizePicks and 3 picks on Underdog. So if you don't have PrizePicks or Underdog and you want to take full advantage of this video, hit my links in the description. They'll deposit match up to $100. So if you put in 100, they'll give you free extra $100 to play with, just house money. Which I love playing with. But yeah, definitely hit those links for the deposit match. Also, they both have their perks. Like PrizePicks has Taco Tuesday. Underdog has like flash sales when players go like are late scratches. Let's say Joel Embiid's a late scratch for their game. They'll do a flash sale on Tyrese Maxey or something. Or any other team like that. They'll do 30 minutes of a very discounted line that pretty much turns into a free space. So they both have their perks. They're both awesome, and we're going to be looking at both of them today. But if you're new to this, definitely go ahead and subscribe. We rip out daily content like this every single day. I'm going to try to get you guys an NFL video today too. I have a busy day, but I will do my best to get that out tonight for tomorrow. But yeah, let's keep it going. In-season tournament games should be fun. No NBA tomorrow too, so definitely got to attack some NFL. These were our video picks from last time. We killed it, guys. Unfortunately, didn't get the 6 for 6. Max Strus he sold us for sure. Had a bunch of rebounds, no assists, I don't think, and getting the 12 points. That one's tough because we rocked every other pick. Kyrie went under. He got I didn't see if he got injured or if he left the game early. He must have got injured, but didn't even come close there. Desmond Bane didn't even come close. Jarrell didn't come close. This 76ers stack worked out perfectly for us. Maxey only had 7 assists in the game, but he had 6 in the third quarter, so that one felt really good early on. And then Claxton did his job. Also, we do a community play in our Discord. Definitely go check out the Discord. It's free to join. There is an exclusive access membership where you can get access to all of my slips. There should be a free trial. I literally don't know if it's working or not. Support's not been very helpful for me on that front. But if there's a free trial, definitely go ahead and try it. Should be 7-day free trial. If not, you can go ahead and join. You get access to all my slips, the exclusive chat, and things like that. But the free community play, again, if you want to just join the Discord for that, we talk in there. We talk about the free picks. And then also we have the community play, which is we go and vote on every superstar that's playing that day. Whoever gets the most votes, we put into a slip like this. Luka just missed for us, but almost a great one on that one. So if Luka hits, if Strus hits, this day is absolutely banger. But we did have our Underdog. We ended up coming out with 2 videos yesterday. This was our first video on Underdog. They all hit for us. These guys absolutely dominated their line. Steph had this. I think they played overtime, but I think he had it before that anyway. And yeah, we 3 for 3 on this one. 6x on Underdog for 3-man picks is awesome because you get to win a lot and it's great value. Excuse me. All right, but let's jump into the board here. Kind of go after the value on PrizePicks, and then we'll go into Underdog. But before we do that, I do want to go over the game, how I think it's going to play out. We got injury news is Nembhard and Jalen Smith are out. For AD and LeBron, they're questionable every single game. It's not a big deal. They're going to play. Again, this is going to be a playoff-type atmosphere. It's a 4-point spread, if you can see right here. And yeah, super duper. Should be a fun game. I think it makes sense that the Lakers are favorites, but I would not be surprised if Indiana comes in and wins this thing. There's going to be a lot of pace, 241 points. Anytime the Indiana Pacers are in a game, they play with a lot of pace, and there's a lot of scoring. So that's great for overs and some points. And yeah, I do want to go and preface the video that I'm not going to be just going, oh, LeBron James over, PRA, whatever. I'm going to attack value like I always do. I would love to do LeBron James over. He's a great playoff player. I'd love to do Tyrese Halliburton over. He's been playing amazingly. But when you look at the value, again, this is just an easier way to look at all of them. This isn't the only tool I use. This is rotowire.com, by the way. They have a PrizePicks tool that's completely free right now, just like going to any other website. Definitely utilize it. It's awesome. But when it becomes a paid-for subscription, or if you want to use any of their other awesome DFS tools, you can use my link in the description. You don't even need to put your credit card in. You just hit that link, put your name or something in, and that just lets them know that I sent you there, and you get 2-day free trial. But yeah, this is completely free right now. And if you look, all these points lines for the superstars are already juiced over their line. So the market and the market value is always favoring the under on these plays. So it's not always a great idea to attack these if they've already been bumped up too much. So Anthony Davis points. This is again just one prediction model, but they're looking at pick'em sites, sportsbooks, RotoWire, hit rate. They're all predicting way less than this 27.5. That doesn't mean he's not going to get it. It just means it's not an amazing value play to go after that. PRA for Anthony Davis, under. LeBron, under rebounds and assists. Tyrese Halliburton, under points and assists. I could keep going down. Halliburton again, PRA, under here. AD fantasy score, under. So they're all just favoring the unders on these superstars. Again, LeBron, field goals attempted, under. It's just because they're all juiced up. So I would love to go after them. I recommend doing a fun play with them. That's probably what I'll end up doing. The community play will be part of that. But just in terms of value play, I want to preface that the value's not there, unfortunately. But we do have some value. Going to go over our first two plays. Again, we're going to be attacking underdog, or we're going to be attacking PrizePicks first. And the first one I'm going to go to is not, probably the most popular play in the world, but it's something that I really like. It's going to be Miles Turner. I don't know why I'm over here. We'll look at outlier in a second. It's going to be Miles Turner. And it's going to be a first quarter line. That's why it's probably not going to be very popular. 4.5 first quarter points. I'm going over this. That's 2 threes. He's able to hit those threes down. He plays very well against the Lakers. He's been hitting this line specifically against the Lakers the past 3 matchups. But let's look at outlier and check out what he's been doing so far. If you are interested in outlier, definitely check out this tool, guys. It's where I started pretty much. 7-day completely free trial. If you hit my link in the description, very, very helpful. If you don't like it, just cancel it before the 7 days is up and you get your money back. Or he doesn't even charge you. Yeah, let's look at Turner. Go ahead and look at that. Very visual app right here. First quarter points. Let's just get into his page and we'll find that in a second. First quarter points we got right here, 4.5. He's gotten this in 12 to 20 games. That's 60% on the season. So really like to see that. I also like to see that both of these in-season tournament playoff games, the quarterfinals and the semifinals, he hit that, crushed these lines against Boston, a great defense, and then Milwaukee, not the best defense in the world this year, but still good teams in playoff atmosphere. And then head-to-head, he's gone over this in the past 3 matchups against AD and the Lakers. So love to see that stat as well. So all the data points pointing towards it. But let's go over to OddsJam, kind of see what other sportsbooks are saying. I usually like to see, like, sorry, I've got a cough and tickle in my throat. Matchup tab for outlier is usually completely working. I've never had an issue with it my entire 3 months on the platform. But it's down right now for maintenance because something was messed up. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But I do have these stats up over here. In terms of points per game, the Lakers are ranked like 8th. So not the worst matchup in the world. But again, we saw Miles Turner going up against these guys recently. He's done it in 60% of the games. So I really like that. And odds are favoring this as well. Let's go to OddsJam. If you're interested in this tool, it's absolutely amazing. This is the Fantasy Optimizer. I also use the Positive EV tool, which other people talk about. This is more for how I bet on sports books rather than pick'em websites like PrizePicks and Underdog. And then the sportsbook screen is ridiculous value as well. You just got to know how to use it. But Fantasy Optimizer is the one that people usually talk about in the comments. They sometimes ask me. Fantasy Optimizer is what I have. And this can go to any play on PrizePicks, and it will show you the percent chance to hit, and it's taking that value from where other sportsbooks are setting their lines. These are billion-dollar companies. They know what they're doing. And if we're getting minus 119 individual odds for each of our plays in a 5 or 6 man flex, that's just how the math works. Well, that's why these are the best types of plays. You will win more of these plays. They're just not mathematically the way to do it. I run these plays sometimes. I do most of my 5 or 6 man plays just because it's more valuable. But if we're getting at minus 119 value, and Pinnacle's got this at minus 130, the sharpest sportsbook in the world has this at minus 130, we're getting a discount on this line. So if we like all the other data points, that's what makes it a good play. But let's go into NBA just to kind of focus it here. Go ahead and apply. And we're going to see that they're red. Most of them are red. One orange play. And that's just because the green plays are mathematically what you would be able to take. If you just took green plays blindly pretty much, you would mathematically be up in the long run, just how these lines are set and the value and things like that. But high red plays with other data points are also very good plays. So if you were just to go in and just take all these red plays, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You have to do your due diligence and look at how they look and how they've been doing and other projections, things like that. But a long-winded thing to say, this Turner line looks really good. Let's go look at Miles Turner. Pull him up his page. Again, we got him at 4.5 first quarter points. And we'll see that his line right there, top of the board for Miles Turner, 4.5 first quarter points, 52.63% chance to hit. FanDuel's got this at minus 120, but DraftKings has this minus 135, minus 133 on Caesars. So another great data point to look at. We liked it just from what we've been doing so far this year, what he's done against the Lakers, and the odds are kind of favoring this as well. This is all the way up again, minus 135, minus 133 on Caesars. So really, really liking to see that. I don't know if RotoWire's projection has this, but I do want to just see. Maybe it does. First quarter points. Okay, so they don't have that just yet. But this has fantasy score. OddsJam doesn't have fantasy score. It looks like OddsJam has first quarter points. This doesn't have first quarter points. So that's why it's great to use both of these in unison also on top of outliers. So Miles Turner, first quarter points is going to be our first play. Really, really liking it. This one does stink. If you don't want to play that, I totally understand it, because if that doesn't hit, it kind of ruins your play. So, but if it does hit, then you're already like, oh, let's go. I already got one hit. Let's go. But yeah, I really like this. Let's move along. The next guy I'm going to go to, I absolutely love today. Not first quarter, but Austin Reeves, just PRA for the full game, 23.5. I think he's going to crush this line. We're getting great value on Prize Picks. If we look over on Underdog, again, this is why it's great to have multiple websites to take advantage of the lines. If we look over on Underdog, we'll see, if we go to NBA, my internet's been horrible. Let's go to NBA. If we go over on Underdog, we look up Reeves, we're going to see that this is my internet, not Underdog, if you're wondering. Whatever, I'll show you in a second, but his line's at 24 on Underdog, so we're getting value there. Reeves at 23.5, I really love to see. Let's just see what he's been doing so far this year. I'll go back to Underdog in a second. Reeves, Lakers, 23.5. He's gone over this in 57% of the games. DVIG odds, meaning if you get rid of that advantage that the sportsbook have, the tax that the sportsbooks give you, the real odds of this happening is about minus 140. So love to see that. He's gone over in 13 to 23 games. Awesome. Another great data point to have. He's gone over in both the in-season tournament games. Awesome. Love to see that. This is supposed to be their third best player, and he's looked at the past 2 games. Head-to-head, I haven't looked at. These are back in 2022, so great when these are nice and hit for us. Not the best to look at when they're not. But again, you have to take these with a grain of salt. If they were from this year, I would definitely take them into consideration. But both these teams are pretty different. But 2023, absolutely crushed this line. 13 to 23 games. If you put this in the last 10, that's what I wanted to go to. 6 of the last 10. Streak here, but didn't get it. But again, kind of playoff atmosphere. He's been around this 28, 29, 30 mark for PRA. So I think he has a great game. OddsJam and other sportsbooks are also liking it. Let's go check him out on OddsJam. Pull up Austin Reeves. Go ahead and apply that. And looks like we got him PRA right at the top of the leaderboard for us. 53.12% chance to hit. Minus 136 on FanDuel. Minus 139 on Pinnacle. All these guys got him at minus 135. We're getting great value at minus 119 on PrizePicks. If you throw this into a 5 or 6 man, which I highly recommend. I'm just going to be going over NBA, but there's a lot of football on the board as well. If you want to just do the 2 man, that's fine as well. But yeah, really liking this Austin Reeves line. It's one of the better lines on the board. I think he's going to have a great game, and we're getting great value. This will probably get bumped to 24.0. I would not be surprised at all. But yeah, let's go over to Underdog. Those are our 2 PrizePicks plays. Miles Turner over first quarter points, 4.5, and then Austin Reeves over 23.5 PRA. If you're just jumping in the video now, I would love to go after LeBron. I'd love to go after Halliburton. I'd love to go after AD. It just, a lot of those lines are already way too juiced up that the value is now in the unders, and I'm not taking their unders. All right, let's go to Underdog, and let's go find our 3 plays. Just got to open up Underdog here. All right, so we're actually going to stay in the same game. I don't know what's going on here, just because maybe I'm in the wrong section. Oh, I was in the wrong section. That's why. I was in drafts. All right, let's go NBA, and let's go to Turner, Miles Turner. I'm going to go to his 1.5 blocks. Now, this is, again, why you have both of these apps or Sleeper or all these other apps. It's good to have all of them. We'll find that Miles Turner doesn't have a blocks line on this. So he'll have a blocks and the steals line, but he doesn't have a 1.5 blocks line. And that's because I think we're getting a great value on this 1.5 blocks line. And PrizePicks doesn't want to give it to us. But Miles Turner, let's go find him. And we see that over 1.5 blocks. He's gone over in 65% of these games. Absolutely love to see that. In terms of the head-to-head, over in those 3 games, again, like I said for the last time when it wasn't helping us, these are from last year. You have to take this with a grain of salt, but it's good to see this. It was matchups against AD. I looked and saw AD played in this game and in this game. Don't actually know if he played in this game, but he played in these 2 games. I don't know if I pulled this up already, but AD has played in these 2 games, the 2nd and the 28th. He played really well. He got a lot of stocks as well. I was honestly looking at his fantasy score. It just too juiced in my opinion. That doesn't mean he's not going to get it. That doesn't mean I think you're stupid for playing it. I just think I like to take value. But yeah, Miles Turner looks really good against AD. 3 and 2 blocks there. 2023, 13 to 20. Absolutely love to see that. And the odds are favoring this as well. Now we got to jump over to the Underdog tab on OddsJam. Let's just hop over there. It's obviously a little bit different. The lines are different. But let's pull up the sport. We want the league. We want NBA. Go ahead and apply that. And then we want to pull up Miles Turner. Looks like Miles Turner actually has a turnovers line that people are liking as well. That could be something you want to look into. But again, I'm looking at his blocks line. That's my favorite line. I didn't look at this turnovers line. It could be great. But this video is already getting pretty long. Blocks line at 1.5 over, 53.55% chance to hit. We're getting it at minus 120 on or minus 122 or something on a 3-man entry, which is what we're going to do. Minus 122. That's very good. They got it at minus 130 on FanDuel, minus 135 on DraftKings, minus 135 on BetMGM, minus 139 on Caesars. So absolutely love to sit. Flip's got this at minus 150. I think it's a great spot for him, and he could definitely get that today. So 1.5 blocks will be our first play on Underdog. We're going higher on that. And then we're going to keep it going. TJ McConnell. I absolutely love this line. 3.0 assists. We're going higher on that. Love this line. I don't even think it can show. I don't even think it's showing up on Outlier just because he's like such a random player, but he plays so well in these like scrappy type games. He's one of their playoff type players. Like when the playoffs come and they're in the playoffs, I think he's going to be one of their most valuable players to have. And I really don't know why. Jeez, I have something stuck in my throat. I really don't know why McConnell's not showing up on Outlier. He's also not showing up on Odds Jam. Oh, no, he is showing up on Odds Jam. McConnell. There he is. Let's see his stats on Odds Jam. I actually didn't see that. Yeah, assists right here. 53.48% chance to hit over this 3 assist line. Love to see that. We're getting, again, minus 120 odds. Everywhere else either has this at 3.5 and it's like plus 105, like very much, very mediocre here. Or DraftKings has this as 2.5. It's a minus 240 to go over this. Minus 240. That's ridiculous. Sometimes you see these like pushable lines and they'll be like minus 180, minus 190, sometimes minus 200. But minus 240 to go over this. So I think this is absolutely 100%, like not 100%, but like very, 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 very likely to at least push. And if he gets that 4th assist, absolutely awesome for him. But let's go to Underdog now. Again, they have integration with all these different things. I got my bouncing around tools, but again, this is RotoWire's free PrizePicks tool, Underdog tool. They have integrations with pick'em websites. They even have integration now with all these other websites, which is awesome. I just saw that pop up. But let's go to McConnell, and we'll see that his assist line right here, the hit rate is ridiculous. So we can't look at an outlier, but we can see on RotoWire right here real quick that he's hit this in literally, last 20 games? 85% of his last 20 games. Last 500, last 10, 90%. So he's been crushing this line. I don't know if these are pushes or not. I didn't look too much far into this. But hey, if it pushes, doesn't hurt us. I think he has absolutely a good chance to go over. So 3.0 for TJ McConnell is our second play on Underdog. And then our last play on Underdog is going to go back to Austin Reeves. I think he's going to have a great day today, and I think he's getting the value while all these other superstars are getting boosts. He's not a superstar, but he has great value. This is what I wanted to show you earlier. We're getting it at 23.5 on PrizePicks, 24.0 already on Underdog. But I'm going to go to his 19.0 points and rebounds. Absolutely love this line. And again, this line on PrizePicks is either not available or it's different, I assume. That's why I did it. Reeves, now I'm curious. Points and rebounds, yeah, they already got it at 19.5. So just the value to having both of them. But let's look at Reeves. Go ahead and open up his outlier page. 19.5 points and rebounds. Again, we're going to get this. We're going over 18.5. Minus 148 to at least push. Gone over in 14 of 23 games. That's a 61% chance to hit. We know this is Indiana. They give up a ton of points because they play so fast. He's hit it in 3 straight. Love to see that. The rebounds have been there as well, getting around 5 or so the past few games. So I think Reeves has a great game. I think he hits his PRA. I think he hits his points and rebounds line over on Underdog. But again, tacking a value on each of those things. Let's go to our RotoWire page, just kind of see another data point in terms of not the percent chance to hit. Yeah, the prediction here. Points and rebounds on Underdog is the best play for him. RotoWire is projecting PRA. They're projecting at 24.19. We're great and getting great value on PrizePicks. Points and rebounds, they're projecting 19.83. That's got 19. So both of these are over. Another data point we love. Last but not least, let's go find him on OddsJam. Sorry if this is a little bit longer. I know this is coming out later too. Hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. A lot of college basketball. Fortunately, I can't do player props for college basketball because I am in a state that doesn't allow it. But unfortunately, I would totally attack that if I could. But points and rebounds, we see it right here for Underdog, 19.0, 52.71% chance to hit. Everywhere else looks like it's got it at 18.5, but very, very, very heavily favored to go over minus 160, minus 150, minus 148, and I think he has a great game today. So, yeah, those are our two plays on each of the platforms: Miles Turner and Austin Reeves over on PrizePicks. On Underdog, we got Miles Turner over higher than 1.5 blocks, TJ McConnell higher than 3.0 assists, and then Austin Reeves higher than 19.0 points and rebounds. I've already submitted all these. I will go over them tomorrow. Hopefully I get a video, guys, for you guys for NFL. Let me know in the comments if you would like that. Again, sorry this one's a little bit long. I kind of rambled. I tend to do that. But if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Let's keep winning. We had a great day yesterday. Let's keep it rolling. Let's make some money. Have a great Saturday. Peace out.